Hello everyone, so I am RG Shakar. So today I'm going to present our work on anti-withholding reward system to secure Bitcoin mining pools. So at first I will go through um, overview of blockchain and then why miners use mining pool, and then I will describe 3 attacks on mining pool, and then I'll present our work AWRS, and followed by our simulation result of AWRS. So a blockchain is actually a public ledger where the data are stored in the form of blocks, and these blocks are like linear list. They are connected one after another, and inside block there are a list of transactions. A block size is approximately 1.02 megabytes, so the transactions are added according to that size. And so how it goes, like say first miners they gather transactions and they verify that. So if the transactions are valid, then they add it in a block, and they try to hash that block to solve cryptographic puzzles. So a cryptographic puzzle is like that, finding a specific value, like say um, when the miners are trying to hash a block, that hash value should have the first 6 digit with uh, 0. So that is like cryptographic puzzles. So when the miners satisfy that requirement, uh, and if they can add a valid block successfully in the blockchain, so then they get a reward. But the problem with this solo mining is that high variance of reward. Like say if a miner mines for 3 months, then he is no close to get a reward. It's like a random process, so he can get a reward within say 1 day of mining, and he even cannot get any reward for mining continuously for 3 or 6 months. So there is high variance of reward. So that's why miners they join in a mining pool, so they can have more stable reward. Like say when they are joining in a mining pool, so actually what is happening, that they are gathering computational power. So when they have when as a mining pool they have more computational power, then their chance of winning a block increases. So that's why they have more stable reward, and when the mining pool wins the block, then they share the reward according to the contribution of miners. So and here I will describe 2 important topics like full proof of work and share. Like say what is full proof of work, or say block is like that, say a block difficulty, that is say suppose finding a hash value with 7 zeros at the beginning of that hash value. So that is the criteria the miners need to fulfill for finding a block when they are hashing that block. So and what is share? This is very important concept in mining pool. Like the share has lower difficulty than the actual block difficulty. Like if the block difficulty is 7 zeros at the beginning of hash value, then the share will be like say 3 zeros to 6 zeros at the beginning of the hash values. So and that share is when the miners generate that share, they submit it to the mining pool manager, and according to that share the contribution of the miners is calculated. Okay, so right now I'll describe three attacks on mining pool. So first one is selfish mining, second one is block withholding attack, and the third one is fork after withholding. So in selfish mining, what is happening is that the attacker uh, they generate block, but they don't submit it to the blockchain. And right now here, say you are seeing that attacker has already 6 blocks they have generated, but they are not submitting into the blockchain. And blockchain, this is like the blockchain of the honest miners, like 2 blocks are already generated. So here are 7 blocks, the blockchain is 4 blocks, 8 blocks and 6 blocks. So what is happening here, that the attacker has already 8 blocks generated but not broadcasted, and blockchain has the height of 6 blocks. So when the blockchain will approach near to this attacker's private blockchain, then the attacker will submit it to the blockchain. And since according to the rule of Bitcoin, Ethereum, anything, like the highest length of blocks always wins. So that is happening here, like the attacker when he has 8 blocks and the blockchain has 6 blocks. So the attacker broadcasts their 8 blocks, and obviously it wins because of the length of the blocks. That is selfish mining. So here is a block withholding attack. Like in block withholding attack, the attacker they divides their mining power into 2 parts. One is honest mining, which attacker does for his main pool, and another is infiltration mining. So this mining power the attacker use for using in a victim pool. So here what happens, that when the attacker so here what happens, that with infiltration mining, when the attacker wins a block, he doesn't submit it to the pool manager, rather he drops that block, and only what he does, he shares his block, he only submit the shares to the victim pool manager. So why they are doing that? Because if they drop the block using that infiltration mining power, so their chance of winning the block using the honest mining power increases. So in case this victim pool, the attacker has to share that reward, but when the attacker can win a block with that honest mining, so he will get all the reward. So here in fork after withholding, also the attacker divides their mining power into honest mining and infiltration mining. That is the same process, but what is happening here, that uh, whenever the attacker um, generates a block, he does with infiltration mining, he doesn't drop that block immediately. Rather he submits that block only when another mining pool submit a block in the blockchain, and only that attacker drops the block if only within that victim pool any miner uh, generates a block and submits it to the pool manager. So and in fork after withholding, the attacker gains more reward than the block withholding attack. So now I will see the game between attacker and manager. So it's like that, the attacker strategy is obviously to maximize his reward with less computational resources, and the pool manager's strategy obviously is to distribute the earned reward according to the um, computational power of the miners. So this if for after withholding attack, this is like a zero sum game. If the attacker gain factor is the computational power of the attacker, that is alpha, and the second factor is the computational power of the victim pool, that is beta. So beta is like without the computational power of the attacker, and the third factor is the amount of infiltration mining power used in the victim pool. So that is tau, and the last factor is C, that is the probability of winning the block when there is fork and the attacker the chance that attacker win that fork. A fork is like that when there is two branch of the when there happens two branch of the blockchain. So in case of alpha, beta, and C, this is like increasing function for the reward of the attacker, but for tau that is different. Like for tau, the reward increases or remains constant up to a certain value of tau, but then it begins to decrease. So that's a very important property. So in the for this reason, the attacker needs to choose a tau that is that will give him maximized reward. So that tau value is called the optimal tau, and attacker will also want to use more of his total mining power as optimal tau, because if AW attack, that is more profitable than honest mining. Okay, so here is our goal for AWRS. So we have two goals. The first goal is to get optimal tau value. So we want to keep that equal to 0, and the second goal is obvious, like makes the reward of the attacker equal to honest mining. So for doing that, we have mechanisms to provide a special reward to the block submitter, like in the victim pool, whoever a miner generating the block, providing a special reward to that block submitter when that block wins wins the race. So that special reward is called gamma, and then that the rest of the block reward, like 1 minus gamma, that is distributed to all the miners according to their contribution in the pool. So here gamma plus 1 minus gamma equals to block reward. So in AWRS we have calculated the expected reward of if AW attacker when AWRS is enabled, and we have also introduced a new variable break even gamma, that is that variable satisfied the reward of the if AW attacker equal to the honest mining, and if we further reduce the gamma value, like if gamma greater than gamma break even gamma, then the reward of the attacker reduces further. And another important factor of the tau value in AWR is the pool manager doesn't need to worry about the tau value of the attacker, and because if tau is greater than 0, then it will provide a smaller reward than honest mining for the attacker. So our goal is to just keep the reward of the attacker equal to honest mining. So that is our simulation setup, like the computation power of the victim pool beta equals to 0.24, and that is we have set up according to the current largest mining pool in Bitcoin. C equals to 0.5, because we wanted to make equal probability for the FAW attacker to win or lose the forking race, and gamma equals to break even gamma, and 0 less than equals to alpha plus beta less than equals to 1, and here 1 is the Okay, so here in figure 1 we'll see the attacker's reward with respect to alpha. So when AWRS is disabled, if AW attack that outperforms BWH attack, like here if AW attack is the red line and BWH that is the black line, and a 51% attack like that. If you see the pink line, so that 51 when an minor has 51% computational power, so he can control over, we can have full control over the reward. So it is showing that he can have the full reward. So when if you see that the AWRS is represented by the blue line, so when we enable AWRS, then the reward of the FAW attacker overlaps with the green line, and the green line is the honest mining line. So it is showing that if we enable AWRS, then the reward of FAW attacker is equal to honest mining. And here uh, we have also started the attacker's tau control between the attacker's main pool and the victim pool. So here the larger the tau, the greater the infiltration mining power on the victim pool. So if those red lines are showing the optimal tau, the optimal tau and break-even tau when AWRS is not enabled. So if the victim pool doesn't enable AWRS, both the optimal tau and break-even tau is positive and grows with the attacker's computational capability alpha. But in contrast, if AWRS is enabled, then that optimal tau and break-even tau becomes 0, and then the attacker's optimal strategy is not to use any power on the infiltration of the victim pool, but to do honest mining instead. We have also studied the dependency of break-even gamma on the attacker's computational power alpha and the victim's computational power beta. So here you can see that as alpha grows, the bound in break-even gamma also grows, and as beta grows, the break-even gamma reduces. So that provides a greater flexibility in gamma control in AWRs. So that's my presentation.